My name is Daphne Bradford, and my husband John, and my daughter Alison Bradford. As we got older in age, we had to make a decision because we live in Maine and all our kids are down here in Massachusetts. We couldn't buy land here. We couldn't afford it. We decided the most economic way to do it was to have an ADU built. We wanted a granny flat.
They were getting older, and I kept thinking, they're 6 hours away. This is not good. We needed to look ahead. I didn't want it to get to the point where they were 90 and unable to go anywhere, or be in some home or hospital in Maine that we couldn't get to. So I just really wanted them back.
We met with Buzz, and shortly after speaking with Buzz, I knew he knew what he was doing. He was professional, straightforward, and knowledgeable. So I felt confident in Buzz.
I really did appreciate Buzz's forthrightness in presenting the situation.
I remember when we got the estimate from BuildX, there was definitely sticker shock there. And Dad went through it page by page by page, and he said, you know what, there's nothing we can cut out of this. Like, everything is exactly, it is very well done. And what I was impressed with BuildX was that when we got on the call with Buzz, he tries to be as accurate as possible, not just to get the bid, but to be on point with the estimate.
When we first met him, he said, I bid high. It says some people don't like that and I may lose a job or two, but he said, I'd rather estimate high. And then if you come in under it, great. But he was about right.
I think there were two items that were out of scope. And honestly, I don't think they even accounted for more than $2,000. One was the wetness of the basement, and that's nothing on BuildX. It's just, this used to be a swamp. Yeah. Like when they laid the foundation, it was like a swimming pool in there. And then the winter came, and I joked with Kevin Healy I was going to charge and have people come and skate because it was literally like a perfect sheet of ice, and it was like 2 feet of water. They did everything they could, and then Buzz called and said, listen, it's very wet down there. We need a fan. We need a sump pump or something. But the bottom line is he came really close to his estimate. So the fact that it was spot on, the fact that we weren't sitting here chewing our nails, worrying about, is this going to go way over, was really comforting. I always felt in the loop. I didn't know who Kevin was at first, so, because we had only dealt with Buzz. So when I started working with Kevin, automatically I was like, okay, I can trust this guy too. And I kind of miss him. Well, he's fun, he's personable, he's spot on, he gets things done. Stevie, he's great. Everyone that worked here, the subcontractors, Kenny Gay, Paul Perry, the plumber, they were great. The BuildX team members were extremely professional, very friendly, very courteous, and they were fun too. They were lighthearted. It's just so nice to have them here. It's so nice to see my brother pull up and just stop in for a visit.
Yeah.
Everyone's excited that, John and Daphne are back here.
I thought that was really nice.
I think the overall dwelling, it was an excellent result. When you've been a carpenter, you look for things. And the house has been done well.
Yeah.
Everything seemed to have been done the way it should have been done, and it was timely.
We're happy here, and it's all modern. There won't be much upkeep for us. We can clean it quickly.
I would recommend BuildX, first of all, but I would recommend doing everything right. I would recommend spending the money because you're going to spend it one way or the other. You might as well spend it on the upfront
Done right.
and make sure it's done right.